It's Week 13 of the National Football League, and we'll see Evan Ingram. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Jaguars and the Texans, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
Duval County, here in Florida. On the banks of the St. Johns River, we look inside Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. We thank you for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, 3 months in the books. Partner, now it's December. It's the best month of the NFL season because the games get more important as the weather gets a little bit colder.
And this is where you find out who the real teams are and who the pretenders are. Do you find yourself not only in the playoff conversation, but can you now play good enough ball down the stretch to not only be in the conversation, but actually find yourself in the postseason?
Jacksonville comes out with a former #1 overall pick. Trevor Lawrence, their quarterback, 6'6", tall and talented. Greg, hard to believe, already this season 4 for Lawrence after his days at Clemson.
The Clemson product, he entered
Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Texans come out with the Rookie of the Year from last year in the NFL. C.J. Stroud, he was the #2 overall pick out of Ohio State. Greg, a talented quarterback here. Gain of 7. Stroud to throw. That one, take it in. Noah Brown. Touchdown, Houston. That touchdown #1 for him on the year.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly...
3rd and a yard. In motion comes Thomas. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. He is in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there.
Throwing is Lawrence. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Christian Harris. And the Texans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit over-eager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only...
Here's Stroud. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's into the end zone. C.J. Stroud. Touchdown, Houston. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fat... Even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
So it's a win for the visiting Texans. And it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the 2nd time this year. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.